YouTube, what's going on? Kevin the Tech Ninja here. And today we're taking a look at what's on my phone. I would call it what's on my iPhone, but a lot of these apps are available on Android too. So when I switch between phones, I like a lot of the same apps and a lot of the settings and the accounts carry over. So today we're gonna talk about these apps right here. So the very first way I wanna start the video is that a lot of people like to talk about the setup, what wallpaper I'm using, what apps I'm using, and all that stuff. So kind of what I like to say is that with iOS, it's not a good way to store your apps. They're all over the place. So, you know, people stick them in folders, random folders. Like I have one called apps, and I have pages and pages of pages. It's really annoying. So to be honest, what I like to do is just do a flick down to kind of get to what I'm looking for. Makes things a whole lot easier. And so the very first app we're gonna talk about today is gonna be Retouch. And what Retouch is, it is just a photo editing app where it allows you to remove elements out of a photo. I use this app anytime I post something online and there's something in the background or something that I don't want in the picture. Let's go to this picture right here of my son. It's just a normal picture, he's outside, but there's a lot of stuff in this picture that I may not want in this picture, like the stick laying down. I can remove it. I just click on object removal, and now I just literally draw over it. There you go, and press go. And now it's out the shot. It's really that simple. And I can just clean up the sidewalk if I want, do a little this, a little that, anything like that, and press go, and then it cleans it up out of the shot. Just makes it a nice, a better shot. You know what? I did not do any weeding yet this year. So let's go ahead and remove the weed. Bam, the weed is gone. It's a very simple app, and it just works very, very well. This app is $1.99, and I think it is totally worth it. I would have paid $4.99 for this app. That's how much I like it. The next app today is gonna be our sponsor, Band. This is a group communication platform. It keeps everyone in the loop. It brings groups together. It's a private communication space, so you can do things like upload schedules, type on a message board, one-to-one communication. You can do polls, you can upload files. You can do a lot of things in this private space for a group. So think about like a soccer team, or think about a church organization, or any sort of group you're in. Also, the way it's set up, there is a leader in the group, and this leader has special tools as far as managing members. You can kick people out, add different people to the group, and all these features they can turn on and off depending on what they want. So you have these admin controls and you have user controls. And I guess the best thing about it is that it's 100% free. You don't have to pay $1 for it or anything like that. And you have all the features and everything ready to go as soon as you log into the app. I know as a kid growing up, I did travel baseball, and there's always last minute changes or carpooling and things like that because we had games out of state, and it was always just a mess trying to figure it out. An app like this would just put everyone together in your own band, and what you do is you just post something, hey, I need a ride here, I need a ride there. Last minute updates would get pushed to your phone. I mean, it would have made things a whole lot easier. Hit the link down below today for iOS or Android to get started. The next app I've been using a lot more recently due to not being able to leave the house and just so much stuff going on in the world, and just, you know, mental health. I learned over the past few years is just extremely important to take care of. This app right here is called Mood Path. Now what I did was I actually kind of got rid of my current account just so you don't see all my stuff. So it's kind of empty right here, but this is an app that I use every single day, and I've been using it quite a bit. What it does, it actually asks you questions every single day, and you kind of respond as far as how you're feeling. A lot of times it pops up with suggestions of things like, are you feeling afraid? How'd you sleep? And things like that. And after 14 days, what it does, it actually gives you a report of what it thinks you are dealing with. Now, it's not a doctor saying you are depressed or anything like that, but you have an idea of where you stand. And then from there, you can sort of see a progress. If you're working towards something, they suggest different things to do and all these things. So let's kind of pop into the app here. If you go into results, this is where you get the 14 days of results right there, and it kind of tells you where you land on the spectrum of mental health. This is where you could pay for certain things, but what it would do, it will have different suggestions like, you know what, you can listen to this podcast, this 10-minute video about positive attitude or anything like that. What I like about this app is that it just sort of lets you know where you're at mentally. I wouldn't say it fixes anything, because I think, you know, using a psychiatrist would fix things better than just an app. But at the same time, you just know mentally where you're at all times, and I really do appreciate that. So the in-app purchase is a little on the pricey side. It's $25 for every 3 months, and this app is available on Android and, of course, iOS. The next app kind of ties right into it, into mental health as well, and this is Reflectively. What Reflectively is, it is just a way where you can sort of write, journal. It's guided journaling, helps you write and get your ideas out there, get your thoughts and how you're feeling. We tend to dwell on the bad things over and over again, whereas we have 1,000 things good going for us and a couple bad things that we continue to think about. So here's Reflectively. Number one, it has just a really, really great interface. It is just a simple way to start journaling. I logged out of my account, can't see my stuff, but if you just press hi, type in your name, and then you can just choose a theme. I mean, it's a beautiful app. All these colors are pastels, you know, kind of encouraging positivity and things like that. And also it can give you a reminder to write every day. Of course, they have a paid version as well. So it sort of ties into the other apps. So I think if you have Mood Path and then you have this app right here at the same time, you get the best of both worlds without paying any money. So I kind of have these both as a combination. But anyways, this app is really simple. You just click right here and you can start writing. Kind of give your day a rating. How you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, what made today pretty good? Family. I felt blessed. And you can add a title and start writing. And that's really it. Very simple. Once again, there are paid versions of this, but if you get the free Mood Path and free Reflectively, I think it covers the basis for providing mental health for yourself. The next app I was sort of debating about putting in this video just because it's sort of expensive for a weather app. This is called Carrot. And I know you can get weather for free, so why pay for it? It's just one of those things that it's an app that, believe it or not, when I go into it, I laugh a lot. It says these little jokes at the top of the screen, and it's just a great, easy to use weather app, and it's great to look at. So here it is, loads in. At the very top, it says, sorry, this rain isn't strong enough to wash your sins away. Oh gosh. So anyways, at the top of the screen, it always has like kind of a little funny joke, and you can even change the settings if you don't want it to say a joke, if you want it to, you know, the level of jokes, you can change that. But besides that, it is a great weather app. I love seeing this view as far as the temperature. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's gonna be 69 degrees. I love that number, and it is gonna be warm outside. Okay. So you can kind of scroll here to kind of see the weather, which is nice. Very nice animations, a very clean looking app. I mean, I love clean looking apps, and this is just one that is right up there. It's not cheap though. It is $7 for this app, but you do have access to a radar as well, so you can kind of see what you're looking at. I love looking at radar as a person who golfs and trying to figure out if it's going to rain, if my tee time and things like that. I love looking at the radar. Really nice, super clean, smooth weather app. Huge fan of it. And like I said, I always laugh at these little jokes at the very top of the screen. Whoever writes these jokes, man, they are pretty darn funny. But a big fan of this weather app, Carrot app. All right, the next app is available on Android and iOS as well, and on web. So this app, it's Peloton. It ties into the bike, but a lot of people don't know is that it has a digital side too, and it's free for 90 days. So if you want to get your workout on at home, or yoga, or home cardio, meditation, all this is free for 90 days. Even if you don't have the bike or the treadmill, you can still use it. And then after 90 days, I believe the digital only is $9.99 a month, and you can access the Peloton from a tablet, and you can even cast it to a TV if you want to. And it's just really great. It has a lot of yoga, a lot of meditation and things like that. So, you know, the mindfulness app and Mood Path, they may charge for those things, but if you have the Peloton digital, you can do a lot of the same stuff too. So it's kind of a different apps you can piecemeal together to kind of get exactly what you're looking for. But a big fan of Peloton, their bike, and also a big fan of their app too. So if you're interested in getting one of their bikes, yeah, use my link down below, get $100 off as well. And the last app I wanna use, it's a camera app. This is available on iOS only. This is called Huji, and I got this from my boy Marcus. He doesn't watch my videos, my boy Marcus. Yeah, he put me on to Huji. Huji is basically a camera app that emulates Fujifilm. And yeah, so the way it works, you put your eye up to here. Once you put your eye up there, it initiates the viewfinder, and then you take a picture. You can take a picture of anything. So I'm gonna flip this around to a selfie, and it really emulates Fujifilm, and it looks really cool when you take the picture. So I take the picture, it says developing, click on lab, and now it takes you to your picture. So this app is 100% free. It just gives a really cool effect on photos. It does nothing else. I don't want it to do more, but I just think it's a kind of a cool effect on these photos. Everything looks a lot cooler when you're doing a photo with Huji. I think it's emulating Fuji. I don't know why. It has a little ad at the top, no big deal, but it's a free app. A lot of fun to use and take a lot of pictures. Anyways, guys, just wanted to talk to you about apps that I like to use every single day. Of course, I had apps in here that you guys may know about. You know, I was trying to avoid apps that everyone knows about, but I do want to talk about and kind of, you know, mention newer apps that I'm using like MoodPath, Reflectively, and also Carrot. Of course, there's TikTok, which I use a little too much and all those things, but just kind of wanted to show you where I'm at in life and taking care of my mind and body, and those are the apps that I particularly use. If you like this type of videos, let me know. I'll continue the series of apps that I love to use. And yeah, anyways guys, Kevin the Tech Ninja here. Have yourself a great day. I'll talk to you folks later. Peace.